Good morning, sleepyhead.
Hey friends, welcome back. This week we hiked the Slot Canyon River, stood in 105-degree heat amongst the most stunning red rocks, caught the Milky Way at 2:30 in the morning, and made our way into Sin City. Week 9, here we go. Ashley, Jake, and Sam the cat here, living the van life and visiting 7 of the 30 MLB stadiums. This week we traveled from Zion National Park through Valley of Fire in Nevada and made our way to Las Vegas. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, it's another beautiful day at Zion Park. We are gonna do a smaller hike today. We did a big hike yesterday, so taking a little bit of a break today with a little 3-miler. We're gonna hike Watchman Trail. Here we go. Jake's stretching, getting ready for the hike. So am I. Last week, we left off finishing the Emerald Pools hike at Zion. Our next morning, we were back on the trail for the Watchman Trail, one of Zion's most accessible and rewarding hikes. The Watchman Trail is about 3.3 miles round trip with roughly 370 feet of elevation gain. Starting right at the Watchman campground where we were staying, it winds up to a plateau with sweeping views of Watchman Peak and the canyon walls in every direction. It's the kind of hike that feels manageable and then delivers views that make you feel like you worked much harder than you did. We spent a lot of this hike talking through ideas for our business, specifically some new directions for the wellness side and retreat planning. Something is cooking and we think you're gonna love it. Stay tuned. So we're up here enjoying this beautiful view. And then we found someone else who's enjoying it too. We're at the loop trail now, where we're gonna go around the mountain. But look where we started. You guys see that trail? Crazy. We made it to Watchman Overlook. Pretty incredible. Making our way back down. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh, just a baby. Just a lunch. Just dunking our hands in the water. Little Dusty. Where's our sweet girl? You're sleeping? Oh my goodness. Tomorrow we are hiking the Narrows. And we wanted to bring some lunch, so I'm making a little grilled PB&J. Supposedly, grilled peanut butter and jelly lasts a little longer. Let's see if we burnt this one. Uh-oh, not burnt. Looks good. But supposedly lasts a little longer if you grill it because the bread is a little more sturdy. So we'll keep you updated. I'm gonna miss this view. We're changing campsites today. It's Narrows Day! We get these super cool water shoes and socks to wear. Pretty neat. And a walking stick. Here's Jake and his cool shoes. On the shuttle. To reach the Narrows, you take the Zion shuttle all the way to the final stop on the scenic drive, Temple of Sanawa, and then follow a paved riverside trail for about a mile before the canyon walls close in and the trail literally becomes the river. That's where the Narrows begins. We're doing it! We've made it to the Narrows. That's what it looks like. Jake loves it. Here are a few things you need to know about this hike. The Narrows is one of the most iconic slot canyon hikes in the world, carved by the Virgin River through Navajo sandstone. At its narrowest point, the canyon is only 20 to 30 feet wide, while the walls soar up to 1,000 feet above you. The full hike from bottom to top is about 16 miles one way. Most people do a partial out and back from the bottom, which is what we did. You can hike as far as 12 miles in before reaching the top-down entry point. Water levels vary significantly by season. When we went in mid-May, the water was manageable, roughly knee to thigh height in most sections. At peak snowmelt or after heavy rain, the water can rise dramatically and the hike can be closed entirely for safety. Always check conditions before you go. We chose a Monday hoping for smaller crowds. It was still busy on a Monday in mid-May. This hike draws people from all over the world, and honestly, that was one of the most beautiful parts of the experience. We started around 10 a.m., made it a little past the section called Wall Street, one of the narrowest and most dramatic stretches of the canyon, and finished around 2 p.m., a solid 4 hours in the river. On gear, we rented waterproof boots, neoprene socks, and a walking stick, and we absolutely recommend it, especially earlier in the season when the water is colder. That said, if you have hiking boots with a solid grip and a day of Utah sun to dry them out after, you could make it work. This stick is non-negotiable either way. Jake's tip: plant the stick first, then step. Every single time, because every single step in the river requires your full attention. The rocks underneath are slippery and uneven, and the current pushes back. There's actually a beautiful metaphor in that. You can't rush it. You can't be somewhere else in your mind. You have to be completely present for every single step, or you'll end up very wet. Honestly, not the worst lesson. And the people on this trail, every age, every background, from all over the world. Small children navigating the current with pure determination. Seniors moving slowly and steadily with giant smiles on their faces. Families, solo hikers, couples, all of us in the same river, finding our own rhythm. There's something really beautiful about that. We did it! We hiked the Narrows. I gotta say, this walk back feels even longer after hiking through the water. After returning our gear, we had a very well-deserved treat at the tavern in Springdale. And then another 5-minute shower. Shower time. This time, $4. Inflation is everywhere, even in national parks. Campfire hot dogs, a Monopoly deal for dinner. It was a perfect evening. Leaving Zion, heading towards Vegas. Bye, Zion. We loved you. We're tired. But it was a good time. We'd come back. Maybe try an Angel's Landing. With all these people coming in on a Tuesday. Heading towards Springdale. Walmart time. Alright, I think we did pretty good. Tried not to spend as much this week. It's a nice Walmart. Yeah. We kept driving, expecting to hit a Nevada sign, and then realized... Wait a second! I thought we were going to Nevada! Surprise! We had to pass back through Arizona first. The drive was gorgeous regardless. Quick stop at Maverik for gas. If you haven't signed up for their Adventure Club card yet, please do it. It saved us money on nearly every fill-up of this trip. No affiliation, just genuinely a great program. And then, the Welcome to Nevada sign. We made it! Nevada welcomed us with 0 cell service and a heat warning sign that very directly suggested we might die. It's not a good sign. It was 105 degrees when we arrived. But wow, this park. Look at this beautiful campground. Take a shower. It's a little embarrassing, maybe, but I don't know the last time I washed my hair. It was definitely before Zion. Family! Jake shaved his head.
It's hot out there.
Wow. and I braided mine. We spent our first full day using our Starlink to get some work done outside throughout the day.
Look at this little cutie.
And as the sun began to set, I found a little rock alcove, sat down, and played my rav drum. There's something about the acoustics in the desert. The sound just opens up. Gorgeous. Even if it's hot outside during the day, it's actually kind of nice when the wind hits and the sun is shining. It's beautiful. Tuna salad for dinner and an early bedtime. Sometimes simple is everything. And the sun is rising here. It's so pretty. We're moving campsites today, so we're taking advantage and waking up early and gonna go do the Fire Wave hike. It closes on the 15th and today's the 14th, so we wanted to catch it before it's gone and we want to get there before it's too hot. Good morning.
Good morning, baby.
Valley of Fire State Park is Nevada's oldest and largest state park. Established in 1935 and covering nearly 46,000 acres of the Mojave Desert. The name comes from the red Aztec sandstone formations that glow like fire in the sunlight, rock that was formed from great shifting sand dunes during the Jurassic period. The park also contains 3,000-year-old petroglyphs left by the ancient basket maker people, and later the Anasazi, some of the most significant rock art sites in the American Southwest. On to the main event, the Fire Wave and the Seven Wonders Trail.
On the Fire Wave.
The Fire Wave is one of the most visually stunning geological formations in the American Southwest. a flowing wave-like sandstone surface streaked with bands of red, pink, white, and orange.
This is called the Pink Canyon.
The Seven Wonders Trail connects several of the park's most dramatic formations in one loop of about 2.9 miles, with approximately 400 feet of elevation gain.
Across the road.
Not terribly strenuous, but absolutely stunning the entire way. And here's something worth noting. This was one of the last days the trail was open. The park closes sections of the trail due to extreme heat in the summer months. Another reminder that May in the Nevada desert is truly pushing the limits. If you're planning a visit, spring and fall are your best friends.
We did it! Fire Wave and the Seven Wonders and White Domes. It was great.
After the hike, we needed to get a pass for our new campsite. We ended up at the old visitor center by mistake and were greeted by a small herd of bighorn sheep standing directly in the road, completely unbothered. The new visitor center is absolutely stunning. Dramatic architecture that complements the landscape and honestly feels like it belongs in an architecture magazine. Worth a stop, even just to take it in. We made a quick detour to the Atlatl rock petroglyph viewpoint. More bighorn sheep. These guys were everywhere, and we were not complaining.
I'm gonna make us some smoothies. Got some old bananas, cinnamon, protein powder, spinach, peanut butter, a little bit of jelly, some honey, ice.
We just used up a bunch of internet to post our video. And while we were using the internet, Allie and I got another person on the retreat.
We are gonna make some burgers on the fire. First time trying this, but when I was making the fire, you have to see what I found. Look how cute it is. It's our campsite view. We're cooking, y'all. That set this whole burger expedition off. Great value secret sauce for Babe. Because I think this is one of our best van meals ever. I mean, and look at the view. It's crazy. Good morning, sleepyhead.
The next day, we leaned all the way into the heat and did absolutely nothing ambitious. Before arriving at the park, we had downloaded shows and movies specifically for this scenario, and it was the right call. We had a full Breaking Bad marathon inside the van while the desert cooked outside. No notes, no regrets. As things cooled down, I took some time to flow outside and finished a watercolor painting of the landscape. The colors of this place practically paint themselves. That night, I was determined to see the Milky Way. I set an alarm for 2:30 a.m., walked outside into the dark desert, and there it was. Faint, but real. Worth every second of lost sleep.
It's time for Las Vegas. Vegas. Woo! Jake's about to give us a great drone shot. A drone shot. We made it to Vegas! Whoop whoop! Guess where we're going? We're gonna have a movie marathon this week. We haven't seen a movie since April 25th, and today's like May 15th, 16th. Woo! Seeing Devil Wears Prada 2. I got a new laptop! That evening, we parked at an RV park with full hookups, got the new laptop set up, and started dreaming about the show. Something unexpected happened in the desert this week. With no cell service, no notifications, no scrolling, there was suddenly just space. Space to think, to talk, to create. Jake and I had some of our best conversations of the entire trip out among those red rocks. Ideas flowed in a way that they don't when the world is loud. I picked up my drum and played just because. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning to stand in the dark and look for the Milky Way. We spend so much of our lives filling every quiet moment with noise. The desert reminded us what happens when you don't. This journey keeps giving us more than we expected. More beauty, more stillness, more of each other. We are so grateful you're here for it. Next week, we go deeper into Las Vegas, experience No Doubt at the Sphere, which we cannot wait to tell you about, and then begin making our way to California. There's another baseball stadium on the horizon. See you next week.
Hey Noah, sorry we missed your shout out this week. We'll get you next week, bud. Vincent, get us out of here.
Hope you subscribe our video and hope you press the red button to do this.